Hey Live Tribe, hope that this week's video encouragement finds you well. I am no joke, I'm literally standing on a mountaintop. I'm going to switch cameras real quick. This way you can kind of see what I see. Apologize for the wind, it is very windy here. As we stand here, that's West Virginia in the background, I believe. I'm standing on top of Strickler's Knob, which is one of my favorite hikes. It's outside of Luray. Way down yonder, you can see the Shenandoah River, which goes on over there, and then you've got a bridge, and then some of the town of Luray. But it's absolutely beautiful, beautiful day. You can see the mountains in the background. I'm going to switch so I can get out of the wind a little bit. Hopefully you can hear me a little bit better. Ooh, as long as I don't fall off, because that would be a bummer, or at least for some people anyway. Anyway, so being up here has been kind of cool. Again, like for me, I love just being outdoors, being up, being able to go out and kind of see the mountains and stuff like that. And being up here, I've been up for maybe like an hour, just kind of hanging out, taking a break. It's very difficult getting up here. Roughly about an hour and a half drive to get to the top of the mountain, or like the parking lot. And then once you're there, it's about an hour and a half, give or take, hike to the very top. But to me, very well worth it. Being up here, again, I'm reminded a lot of kind of key moments in Scripture. And just, for me, there's just something really, really special and holy about being on top of a mountain. You think about, again, like, Abraham talking to God on a mountain. Moses going to the top of a mountain to speak with the Lord. Some of the Old Testament saints, same thing. Jesus would regularly say, slip away to the wilderness. He'd go out to the mountain to pray. And then again in Matthew 17, when he revealed his glory to Peter, James, and John, he kind of slipped away outside of Caesarea Philippi on their little trip. And he revealed himself in the Transfiguration. He did it again on a mountaintop. So for me, there's a lot of just really, really, like when I want to really just kind of spend some time alone and kind of clear my head, there's nothing that for me does that better than just kind of slipping away to a mountaintop and just being able to kind of decompress and just to enjoy all that God has made and created. But being up here, I was also kind of reminded of the journey that took up here. And again, I've already mentioned it was kind of strenuous. So on Matthew 17, during the Transfiguration, as they're retelling that, it's Peter, James, and John that are there with Jesus, and they see this, this amazing thing take place where he's, his glory is revealed, and they see Elijah, and they see Moses, and Peter wanted to stay, on that mountaintop forever. He's like, man, let's hang out, let's build some tents, we'll make one for, for you, one for Moses, one for Elijah, and that way we can stay up here. And Jesus basically was like, no, man, that's not going to happen. And shortly thereafter, they headed back down the mountain. And continued life and continued ministry as they headed eventually towards Jerusalem. So anyway, the point in all that, at least for me, is just it's a really, really good reminder that as much as we love the mountaintop experiences of life, we love that everything is perfect. And when everything is perfect and it seems like everything's running smooth, and we're so thankful for those moments. But in all honesty, sometimes those moments are very few and far between. And just like sitting on top of this mountain right now, sometimes it takes a long time, and it can be difficult, and it can be painful and strenuous and a lot of work to have those moments, right? So whether that's the things in life that you celebrate, something great that happened at school or at work, maybe you have a new child in your family in some way, shape, or form, or new relationship, or whatever the case is, new promotion. We so enjoy to celebrate all these mountaintop experiences, which are important. But I think that, at least from my own personal experience, it's really the journey up there, the journey to those moments, that really gives you a greater appreciation and greater respect, to really appreciate them that much more. If we lived on the mountain like Peter and his boys, like if we lived it the whole time, we wouldn't appreciate the valley. We wouldn't appreciate the journey. And same thing in life. If everything was perfect all the time, then we would just get used to that. We would become complacent. And again, we would not be dependent on God for our daily bread, right? For the grace that he gives us every single day, for the for the joy that he can fill us as we worship him and we spend time with him in prayer and reading through his word. So just again, wherever you're at today, whether it's good news and you're on the mountaintop because you got a lot to celebrate, or whether you're in the valley and it's been a rough season. Our family has had our own very rough season in recent weeks. And again, just God's faithfulness through it all, knowing that he's the God of the mountain and he's the God of the valley and he's the God of everything in between. So whatever you need today, make sure that you just take a moment, right? Good or bad, and give him thanks, give him praise for all that he's done, for his faithfulness. Very encouraged, even just sitting here today, just as that reminder from the book of Hebrews, that he will never leave you or forsake you. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Forever, literally. God never changes. So again, I hope you have a great week this week. If there's anything that pastoral team can be praying for, please let us know. And again, just from the mountaintop, literally, of this week, pray that you have a great, great, great week. So if you need anything, let us know. And if not, we'll see you Sunday. Thanks.